Hi everyone, this is Helen from Modern Pepper. Thank you so much for joining me today. So you're wondering, what are we eating today? Well, today we will be having baked buffalo wings and baked Korean chicken, spicy and also non-spicy. So you're wondering, baked probably doesn't taste good, but I beg to differ because I have a secret recipe that I use to make crispy baked wings, and it is just as yummy as deep fried chicken wings. And I'm sorry, I'm actually drooling as I'm talking to you because the smell from these wings are just incredibly insane, in that I'm like, I can't even talk to you right now because I just want to dig in and eat my wings. But before I do that, I want to just briefly explain that the buffalo wing sauce is super easy to make, and the soy sauce Korean chicken wings, and it's in Korean it's called 양염치킨, and this is quite simple to make. And to make the spicy version of the Korean chicken wings, we take the same sauce from here and just add a few more ingredients to make a spicy version. I don't think anyone could tell the difference if these were baked or fried. If you come and take a look at it really close, and you can see in the footage next to me, no one would think that you actually bake these. It's actually so much easier to bake the wings than to deep fry it, because deep frying, you have to do so much work after to filter the oil properly and store it properly. And if you don't use it within a small window, the oil that you stored from your previous fry, it goes bad. And who wants to use bad oil to fry your food? And making these baked wings is so simple that next time you have a party, you could literally put together 3 different sauces, and you can make the sauces ahead of time. You just need to heat it up properly and just mix it all up, and voila, you have a platter of 3 different kinds of chicken wings, and no one would ever think that you actually bake them. And as with all of my recipes, you could go to modernpepper.com, and I have a list of all the ingredients in detail with recipe instructions. So let's get started. Now I have about 2 dozen chicken wings here, and I know some of you think that these are actually chicken legs, but they're not. They're the part of the chicken wing where this part's attached to the body and this part is the flat part that flies. I know, maybe it's TMI, but these are not chicken legs. These are chicken wings. So when you go shopping for them, just make sure to buy chicken wings, not chicken drumettes. Now, as with all of my video recipes, please visit modernpepper.com, where I will have a detailed list of all the ingredients and also recipe instructions, okay? So I'm gonna add some garlic powder, oregano, and paprika in here. For salt, a couple pinches, and then some black pepper, a generous amount, maybe 1/3 of a teaspoon. My Korean disposable kitchen gloves, or you could use your hands, and just gently mix everything, making sure that every piece of the chicken is covered in our spices. It already smells so good. So I just want you to see your chicken should be nicely coated with all the spices. And if you have the extra time, store the marinated chicken in the refrigerator overnight so the chicken has more time to absorb all the spices. But if you're pressed for time, 1 hour is sufficient. Now we will be dusting the chicken with some cornstarch and sweet rice flour. Now, if you've never used this before, they usually have this at big chain groceries, but you could also purchase this on Amazon.com. I will also post the link to Amazon.com to purchase this on my website. So I have here equal parts of cornstarch and the sweet rice flour and a teaspoon of salt. Now, once your chicken has marinated in the refrigerator for at least an hour or overnight, take your mixture, make sure you mix up the mixture pretty well, and just dump it all in here. Now, using your hands, just gently toss your chicken wings in the dry flour, or cornstarch and rice flour. You want to make sure that every part of your chicken wing is nicely dusted and coated with our flour. So I just want to show you how it looks. So every chicken is nicely dusted with our flour, and this is what we're going for. This will just help our chicken get a little bit crisp in the oven. Now take a baking sheet and cover it with your foil. Preheat your oven to 350, so shake off any excess. And when you place it in the baking sheet, make sure that there's space in between each chicken. We do not want to overcrowd our chicken and have them steam in there. Make sure to put the skin side up. Now, the key to this recipe is to make sure that you don't overcrowd the chicken wings and that each chicken wing has enough space around it and it's not overcrowded. So I had to separate 2 dozen chicken wings into 2 baking trays. So make sure to do that when you're making this at home. So my secret weapon to making crispy baked chicken wings is this oil spray. I'm using olive oil, but certainly use any oil of your choice. Make sure to shake it, and we're just gonna spray each one like so, going across, 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 and across. I mean, this recipe is so simple. Going across, and then you turn it over and spray the other side. I mean, this is so easy that you could even have one of your children come and help you. Now make sure that the skin part is facing up. And because we spray the chicken on both sides, there's another convenience factor. You don't have to take it out halfway and flip them over. So this is super convenient, and I can't wait for you to taste this and make this at home, because this is really a hit. I had my 3 children and my husband also test it, and they thought it was just as good. Certainly it's great to deep fry chicken at home, but the post cleanup is pretty intense because you have to properly cool it down, and after you cool it down, you have to filter out all the particles and residue of whatever you fried in the oil. That has to be completely filtered correctly, and then you have to store it, and after you store it, you only have a small window before the oil starts going bad. For me, when I fry food at home, I like to use a bigger pot, because if you try to fry food in a small pot, then you have to only put a little bit amount of food at a time, because the last thing you want to do is try to deep fry something and overload it with too much food. Then the heat won't retain at the level that it needs to deep fry nicely, so the temperature will drop down and the food in the frying pan will start getting like steamed together as opposed to deep frying. So anyway, there's a lot of technical aspect as well as post cleanup for deep frying. I mean, it's great to do once in a while, but this is my go-to method because I'm a mother of 3 and I have a husband. There's just so many other things I have to do. So I like to cook in a way that is efficient, not only in time, but also it just saves me a lot of time after I'm done cooking, because who really likes to clean up after they cook? Not I. Let's get these wings in the oven. They will bake for about 45 minutes at 350 degrees or until golden brown. So I want you to see how crispy our chicken wings look. I mean, they have not been deep fried, but baked in the oven, and these guys look super crispy. So let's get started on making our sauce. So for the buffalo wings, I love Crystal's. I mean, I think in my opinion, Crystal's hot sauce is just bar none. So when I make my buffalo wings, I always use Crystal's and butter. Those are the 2 ingredients you need. So Crystals you could find at any local grocery store, or you could also order it on Amazon.com. Now for the Korean chicken wing sauce, I like to use a little bit of the Korean beef bouillon powder. It's called dashida, and you could buy this at your Korean grocery store or also buy it at Amazon. The second ingredient that you need to make the spicy version of the Korean chicken wings is gochujang. And gochujang is Korean red pepper paste. You could find this at your local Korean grocery market, and you could also purchase this on Amazon.com. So I will have links to Amazon.com for these ingredients on my blog at modernpepper.com. So when you're ready to make it, make sure to please check out my blog at modernpepper.com. Hi, so we're going to get started on making our sauces for our buffalo wings and for Korean chicken wings. So to make our buffalo wings sauce, you add 3/4 of Crystal's hot sauce. And make sure your frying pan is heated nice. Mine is at medium high. Then add your butter. Then just melt your butter. And as soon as the butter's melted, your sauce is done. That easy to make buffalo wing sauce. And this sauce is just as good as the ones you're used to having at restaurants, I think. As soon as the butter melts and you see it bubbling over, that's it. Just turn the heat off and it's ready. So I placed our crispy baked chicken wings in a large mixing bowl. And take your sauce and we're just gonna pour it on top. Oh God, I wish you could smell this. Oh, it smells so good. So I just want to show you how it looks. I mean, these chicken wings look like they were fried. Let's just take one and look how crispy this chicken looks. So we're gonna just toss our wings. Oh my goodness, I am drooling as I'm tossing our chicken wings because I can't wait to have a bite of it soon. It smells so good. So make sure your wings are nicely coated. And now the sauce that I'm making, it should be enough for about 2 dozen chicken wings, more or less. And it is ready. Hi everyone. Since I put this baked chicken wing recipe together in the spirit of saving some calories, I also put together a healthier version of ranch dressing using creme fraiche. This is super easy. All you need is 2 tablespoons of creme fraiche, a tablespoon of milk, 1 teaspoon of brown rice vinegar, but any rice vinegar will do, and 1 tablespoon of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. And please do not use those pre-grated that comes in a weird canister, those imitation ones. Make sure to use a microplane and real Parmesan cheese, and it will just add a nice subtle touch to the dipping sauce. And using a small whisk or a fork, just mix the ingredients together. So I made this for my kids, and my kids are experts, quote unquote, when it comes to ranch dressings, because I think most kids like ranch dressings for what it is. It is pretty creamy and it's high in calorie. And I put this together for my kids and they thought that it was ranch dressing. They had no idea that I made this with creme fraiche. So we're gonna add just a pinch or 2 of salt and just a little bit of fresh black pepper. And then just mix it one more time. So if you put this out for your friends with your buffalo wings, let me know if they think this is real ranch dressing. Don't tell them that it isn't. But anyway, let's have a quick taste. It's so good. Creme fraiche is just so decadent, so creamy, but it doesn't have that weird heavy cream taste. It tastes light at the same time, and it's just like a perfect amount of tanginess with the rice vinegar, and the Parmesan cheese adds this salty and creamy texture. It's really delicious. Now, if you don't want to use Parmesan cheese, you could certainly add blue cheese or any cheese of your choice. And this is super simple to make, and I hope you make this and serve it with your baked buffalo wings. Now to make our Korean soy sauce chicken wings, bring your heat to medium high. Add a tablespoon of oil. Add half of a small onion, finely chopped, and 3 cloves of minced fresh garlic. Add some pinch or 2 of salt and black pepper. Now our onions are ready. We just want to lightly sweat them out, okay? So 1 cup of boiling water into the pan. 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 1/4 cup of brown sugar. My heat is at still medium high. 1/4 cup of brown rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons of honey. Bring your heat up to high at this point. We're gonna just make sure everything is incorporated nicely. Now that it's boiling, we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of butter. Let that melt. bring your heat down a little bit to medium high now. Once the butter has melted, we're gonna add the Korean bouillon powder, and then we're just gonna have a quick taste. Oh, it's yum. Now we'll be adding a 1/4 cup of tap water to a tablespoon of cornstarch. Mix it well. So here's the sauce that we made. And just toss it. I hope you could see this. Oh my goodness. Oh, it smells so good. It's like vinegary smell with the salty smell of the soy sauce, and then you can smell the garlic, and then you can smell the scallions. Oh, I'm drooling. This would be so good with some cold beer, light beer. Yum. Okay, it's ready, and we're just gonna plate this. Now, as much as you may want to just add the excess sauce, don't add it when you plate it, because if you add the excess sauce to the chicken when you plate it, this extra sauce will make the chicken soggy, and we don't want that. We just want the sauce to just generously cover the chicken so that it just enhances the taste of the chicken. Anyway, can't wait to taste this with you. To make the spicy sauce for our Korean wings, make the sauce exactly the same as the one before, this non-spicy version, and we're just gonna add a couple more ingredients to make it spicy. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon of Korean red pepper paste, gochujang, and then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of ketchup, your favorite ketchup. I'm using Heinz. Just make sure to mix all the ingredients well. My heat is at medium right now. And then we're gonna add 1 stalk of green onions, and for added heat, I'm adding jalapenos, and I sliced them pretty thin like so. Make sure to remove all the seeds. We do not want to add any seeds of the jalapeno. So I'm adding half jalapeno pepper and 1 stalk of green onions, and let that simmer now on medium heat for a good 30 seconds. So for our last ingredient, we're gonna add some cornstarch, and make sure to stir. So that is a 1/4 cup of water and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and we're just slowly adding to our sauce and using the whisk to just stir. And my heat is still at medium now. So let it sort of simmer for a good 30 seconds and it's done, and we're gonna taste it. It's been 30 seconds of me whisking all the ingredients together, and I'm gonna turn the heat off, and the sauce is nice and thick, and we're gonna taste it now. It's great. It's the perfect amount of tanginess and spiciness. The amount of heat in here for me is more than enough. But if you like it hotter, add more jalapeno peppers. You could add cayenne pepper. You could add Korean red pepper flakes. So go ahead and make it as spicy as you want. Look at our crispy baked chicken wings. Oh, it smells so good too. Now we're gonna add the spicy version of the Korean chicken wing sauce. Oh, yum. So all the sauce ingredients are enough for about 2 dozen wings. So any extras you have, do not add it to the plate when you plate your chicken wings. The extra sauce will just make the chicken wings soggy, and that's the last thing we want to do. Our goal is to generously coat the chicken with the sauce and just plate it. I'm having trouble speaking right now because I'm just drooling in my own mouth. This smells incredible. I really wish I could share this with you, but I can't. So make this at home and try it. It will certainly be a crowd pleaser, and our chicken wings are ready to be plated. And no one would dare to think that you actually baked them, because these wings are super crispy. I hope you try these at home, and I hope you enjoy them. And if you have any comments or questions, please do contact me on my social media. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I would greatly appreciate a like on your social media. Please like my Facebook page, and also I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. because your subscription means that I can continue making these videos with you and continue to cook together. Now, I really can't talk anymore. I really have to devour these wings, and of course I cannot let you see me pig out on camera. And of course, with any wings, a light refreshing beer would be completely ideal to have together with these wings. So for now, I have to say goodbye because I am about to devour these wings and get myself all happy from eating yummy, yummy wings. So I'm gonna get my napkin ready and see you next time because I gotta go eat these before my children show up and eat them all. Bye now.